I'm going to give you the reason why the underdog will not cover the 5.5 points in all three games in Super Saturday Round 24. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below. All right, first game, you have Canterbury versus the Dolphins. This game is all about defense and two very extremes here. The Dolphins have conceded 29.8 points in their past 5 games to their opponents, while Canterbury are ranked second in the league this season and have only allowed their opponents 15 points on average in their past 6 games. The Dolphins got their first win last week in Golden Point for the first time in 4 games, while Canterbury are on an 8 of 10 run, pushing for a top 4 final spot. So that means for me, Canterbury will shut out the Dolphins, and thus the Dolphins not covering as the underdog. Game 2, you've got the Cowboys versus the Raiders. Now, the Cowboys have won their past 5 against the Raiders and go into this game as the favourite, of course. The Raiders had some major problems stopping Manly last week from long range. Manly only had 9 tackles inside the Raiders' 20 metres, but managed to score 8 tries. The Cowboys also like to play this expansive type of football and put on points from long range with threats of Kyle Felt on the right and then obviously Val Holmes and Talangi on the left. So look for the Cowboys to rack up a big score against the Raiders, and thus the Raiders not covering the 5.5 points as the underdog in Game 2. Then you have a bit of a dead rubber between Wests and Souths. If you're looking for brownie points before the finals, take your misses out at 7:30 on Saturday night. This game does promise to have points though, with obviously the Tigers being really woeful at the moment. In their past 7 losses, their opponents have scored an average of 41.4 points against them. Now, Souths have beaten Wests the past 4 games they've played by a margin of 18.5 points in those matches. So look for Souths to get a bit of stability and turn a tough week around by beating the West Tigers, thus the Tigers not covering the 5.5 points as the underdog. There are your 3 margin bets for Super Saturday Round 24. Now remember, gamble responsibly and happy punting.